Everybody has flaws. We all know this. We all have certain things about ourselves that we would like to change or at least work on. I know me personally, I have like a lot of things I wanna get to that I really feel as though need to be addressed. Like for some reason, I don't know why I procrastinate so much. Like sometimes even when I try to do this podcast situation, I'll have an idea and a great idea, at least for something I'm really interested in talking about, but it'll take me 3 days to do it. I don't even know why. Sometimes it just like when I have an idea, I just put it out, or sometimes it's like I have an idea, but I'll sit on it for like a day or two. And sometimes I hate when I do that because the feeling's not that hot no more. Like everything that I was really into 2 days ago, the ideas were jumping out the window on what I wanted to say. And sometimes waiting an extra day or two before I put it out, I'd be like, like I know I had some heat when it was fresh, and I hate that. One thing I always know that I really need to work on, and I talk about this openly a lot because I don't know why. Like I guess I'm always open to explain myself about it, but this is just a reoccurring thing in my life, at least for the past couple of years, and I just know this is an issue for me. Personally, I'm really bad at forgiving people. Like, I'm not gonna say that I've been through like crazy things in my life where it's just like I can't forgive, but just in general, it's like I have a problem with it. Like even little things. Like I had this idea, right? Now whenever I create a new idea, I usually write it out. And with my close friends, I'll express it, but sometimes it's like if I see that, like as a creative, like I said, you shouldn't put out your ideas to everybody. But even sometimes put when I put ideas out of it, like if I put ideas out and that spark new ideas for other people, I put like an asterisk next to you. I'm just like, okay, I had an idea and I told you, and that spawned an idea of you, but it's similar to mine. Now that's not capital murder or anything like that, but you you jacked my idea. So yeah, I'm always gonna feel a way about it. But just in general, forgiving people has always been an issue for me. And I don't know why. Like, if I have a problem with you, we can settle it, but I'm always gonna be like, I can't rock with you for whatever you did in that certain situation. Like, I just can't. Like, if I see you, it's hey, what's up? But that's kind of it. I'm not really into the whole, hey, let's link up again, let's try and rekindle. I'm not with the rekindling thing. When people do me wrong or do my friends wrong or my family wrong, that's kind of it. And unfortunately, I'm starting to see like when I'm mad and I think about it, I'd be like, no, you're dead to me, which is a crazy thing because, like I said, there is no capital murder going on, but I just have a problem with forgiving people. Like if I see like people doing other people wrong, like I believe that I put around me great people. Like I love my friends and I love my family to death. So when they're getting put through some BS that I don't agree with for no reason, just because of selfishness of other people, I can't condone that. I speak my mind on it. I let the person know that yo, you're wrong. Like you do someone dirty. And I don't like to I put it out there, but I also want to get that back. If someone says that I'm doing someone wrong or I'm doing anything out the ordinary, I need people to tell me that. Because at the end of the day, my goal is never to intentionally hurt nobody. So if I receive that, I'm definitely gonna give it up like that. So like it don't matter what it can be. I have a problem with forgiving people, and I don't understand why. It's like it shouldn't be that because it's never that serious. At least I've never put in that serious of a situation to the point that I need a dead of relationship or something like that. But it happens like that. Now, of course, people grow apart, and sometimes you don't really resolve certain situations the way you want to. But at the end of the day, there's always going to be an asterisk next to you in my mind for whatever you did. And when I see you in person, I feel that energy. I feel that energy the last time. Like When that situation happened, that energy I felt and the anger I felt, when I see you 5 years later, that's the first thing that comes to my mind. It's not, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? It's you did this 5 years ago, and I still don't rock with you like that. And it's crazy because I shouldn't hold, and people in general shouldn't hold all that inside them, because at the end of the day, it's like I always was told, if you forgive and you let it go, you it's definitely not as stressful. In certain situations, I can do that, but it's very rarely. Sometimes it's just like, you know what, I need to separate myself away from these people because it's never going to get back right. And I feel as though part of the reason why I can't forgive people, because unfortunately, I never see a solution. Like, I think we're getting to a time where people don't apologize to each other. Now it's just like, hey, let's not talk about it, and hopefully we can just get past it. And yeah, and a lot of times people do get past it, but I need some sort of resolution to the situation. If I feel like I'm done wrong, I need an I'm sorry, I need to talk about it, I need to clear the air. If it does, I think that's really what it is. If I don't get any type of clarity on the situation, I can't do anything with that. So it's like at the end of the day, if we're not gonna, gotta look at it like this. If me and my friends have an issue, I respect my friends enough to come to them and explain my issue, or I hope that they'll do the same thing for me. Like my bros, I hold them to the highest regard. So it's like at the end of the day, I need an open conversation no matter what. And I think if we didn't have that, of course I wouldn't be friends with them now. But I think that's where my real problem lies, is the fact that there's never any clarity. Like certain things happen and I just watch and observe, and I just be like, that's it. There's no apology, there's no real conversation. We're just gonna sweep it under the rug that like this didn't happen. And I hate that. I really hate that because it just seems fake to me. There's a point in my life that all my friends, not all my friends, but there was a situation, and everybody in that situation that I held as friends, they all seemed fake to me. Nothing seemed real. Everybody was just like, I just wanted to blow over. But I think it will blow over quicker if we just talked it out and kept being honest with each other. We're supposed to be friends, right? But I guess that's the point when you show your true colors to others. Cause me, I'm just like, wow, like this is how it's gonna end. Everybody just go their separate ways, and hopefully we can rekindle in a couple months, like nothing ever happened. Like that's never. I don't believe that's good. 'Cause at the end of the day, if anybody in a situation, if I talk to them one on one, they still have that animosity towards another person. I hate having animosity, but I feel as though it's always gonna stay with me because of the fact that we can never get any clarity on anything. Like sometimes I'll be trying to have a conversation with a friend, and then they'd be like, you know what, I just don't want to talk about it no more. And in my mind, it's like maybe I'm beating a dead horse, or maybe you don't respect our relationship enough to try and make it work. Like that's like if me and my girlfriend are going back and forth and we're arguing, and she just dismissed me on some, I don't want to talk about it no more. I feel something there, because like if we're together, I'm holding you to a standard with if you're my girlfriend, even if I don't want to talk about it no more, I'm gonna have that conversation 'cause I believe that I owe you that. So, not saying that I hold all my friends as how I hold my girlfriend, but just in general, if we're gonna be cool like that, I believe I owe you that conversation. I never want to brush anybody off like, I don't want to talk about it, so it is what it is. Because then in my mind, it's like there's no respect there. And if there's no respect, how can we be friends? Like, what are we doing here? It's not real no more. If we can't talk about it, then how are we going to get past it for real? Now, of course, a lot of people can just be like, you know what? It was a long time ago. It's over. Let's just hang out and have fun. But me personally, I can't do that. I can't shake your hand and be like, hey, how you doing? If we're not cool like that. If that situation isn't nipped in the bud, I can't do that with you no more. And then it turns into like me just having to just walk away from the whole situation. And I've had to do that in my life just because of the fact that it's not real anymore. And I hate the term real, right? Because when I've, like, don't get me wrong, I feel as though I'm real, If anybody knows me, feels like I'm not real, we can definitely have that conversation and maybe we could talk about it. But I hate the word real. I don't hate the word real. I hate people who use the word real. 'Cause when real is tested, they're not real no more. And I'm like, I thought we was keeping it real. And when certain situations happen, I'd be like, so we're not keeping it real. Well, no, it's just that for the sake of the situation, we think we should just blow it over. No, that's not real to me. So we're just gonna go to the next party all together, hanging out, jumping up and down, dancing with each other, but we don't like each other. Why am I here? And there's a couple of times when my friends would be like, "Yo, Rod, you trying to come to the function?" I'm just like, "Nah, I'm cool." Or I just say straight up, "Who going?" And then they be like, "Well, like, everybody's going." I say, "Nah, I'm cool," because it's not real no more. Because certain people's gonna get invited through other people, and then we're back at stage one. We're not friends, but we're all gonna sit together and talk like we are. No, we're not gonna do that. I'm not gonna put myself in that situation because there's gonna be a huge elephant in the room that's never gonna get addressed. That's why now it's like I'm glad that I've trimmed the fat when it comes to my friends. I have, to my knowledge, how I feel, I have about 8 friends, 8 real friends I could talk to. Now, of course, a couple years ago, I have people I talk to. I call them friends, but my core is like 8, and that's some even that might be a little fishy. But I have a core. I believe everybody has like a core group of friends that you can be honest with. Now, when your core isn't like that, like even your core looking a little funny, that might be a problem. Hold on, real quick. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. All right, so 7 is my core. 7. But back in the day, I was cool with everybody, and everybody was cool with me. So it's like I had more, and it's like I was calling people more. But then when stuff started coming out, it's like, you know what? Y'all not gonna stress me out because of the fact of y'all are not trustworthy. If you're not trustworthy, just let me know from the jump. Of course, no one's gonna do that. Hey, I'm not trustworthy, just letting you know. Of course, no one's gonna do that. But it's like I wish everybody showed me their true colors in the beginning so I know how to make my exit move. Now, in general, it's like I know I have a problem with forgiving people. I know that. And I talk to a lot of my friends about it. I talk to, I'm very open. I talk to a lot of people about it. And a lot of people have said maybe you should go to therapy for it. And I was like, I don't necessarily know if therapy is maybe the solution to that. I don't know. But as a man, I know is that sometimes I think I hold it in too much to the point that it just stresses me out to the point I don't want to do anything no more. And I just chalk you up to being like, you know what, I can't rock with you because you're not as real as what I thought. But sometimes I also wonder if they was 100% real with me, would I still would I be able to forgive somebody? Sometimes I think that depending on the situation, no matter what, I'm not going to forgive you how much we talk about it. But at least we talked about it. But I know as I get older, I know in general, people are not trying to snake me or snake others on purpose. Not everybody. So when certain things happen, I just try to look at the whole situation entirely. Because, like, at the end of the day, if I think about it, yeah, if I really wanted to put it there, yeah, everybody's coming after me. But I know that's not the case. Certain things might just fall in my lap and they might fall in their lap and they just got to maneuver the best way through that. But I guess sometimes when certain things happen, I take it kind of personal. Or certain things happen to my friends or family, I take it a little personal. And maybe that's another thing that goes into me not really able to forgive other people. But the one thing I want to always say is that if I'm going to forgive somebody, or at least try to, we need to at least have that conversation. And hopefully through that conversation, I'll be able to at least try my best and figure out how can I cope with the situation so we can still coexist. I know holding all this inside of me isn't the best thing. So I guess me even talking about it in my thoughts is helping me out a little bit. But as a person, I know is that holding grudges and not forgiving people isn't good either. Isn't good at all. So as a man, I know one thing that I need to learn is how to forgive and let go.